So I stayed in Muscat for one day and I met Abdulaziz. This is my first friend in Oman, my hiking partner, and we came this afternoon to the place called
Sedab.
Sedab, yes. It's just a 10-15 minutes hike from the parking place. And now we are up on the cliff, and down there is very beautiful water and beautiful cliffs. So we will go for hiking around here to see nice spots and also to swim. And we are the only people here now. Most people are lazy. And in this heat, actually people don't want to move much. This is how the trail looks between beaches. And now there are 4 more guys, not just us. So the trail is marked. At one of the caves there is a cemetery. Some graves are 100 years old, some are not so old, and as what I can see from the names, most possibly it's British people. We came from this direction, and when we walk along the sea, this is how the trail looks. So now we are on the top of Elephant Rock. We took a short climb here, and it's a bit tricky way because these rocks are moving, and if we fall down it's a bit dangerous. So from here we can see the last cape, and there is also one more cemetery there. And actually here we saw in total maybe 10 people. It's a nice spot to hike when it's not so hot in the late afternoon. We reached the last cape at the place called Sedab. This is one more graveyard, and these are another guys. They also shared with us coffee. So it's very beautiful, especially now in the evening time, and I even can see the moon in the sky at this time. It's almost 6 p.m. So in total I think we hiked the distance around 2-3 kilometers, but because you have to go up and down and climb a little bit, so you don't really move really fast. But the trail in general isn't so hard if you are in a good shape and if you have a hiking experience. So there is a part where you have to climb with a rope or go around this cliff or climb these rocks. We climbed from these rocks down.
Want to try?
No, I think we go around. It's more beautiful. So straight ahead is an elephant rock. This one. From this spot I can see perfectly this elephant rock. And we have to hurry up on the way back because it's getting dark, and in the evening time water rises up. 1 week since I'm in Oman, and this morning I was hitchhiking from Muscat to the Wahiba sand dunes to see desert in Oman. So local guy Suleiman picked me up, and after he called to his friend who knows good spots in this desert, and now I'm together with these guys, and we came to the place called Al Yofa. So here a lot of camping spots, like commercial campings, but I think now most of them closed because it's end of February, so the season is almost over. Now it's getting hot, and we can see here a lot of camels, camel farms, and so on. So these camels bring a lot of money in the racings. In Oman just 1 week ago was a lot of rain, so that's why now we can see green desert. It's not usual. So we were driving just maybe 5 minutes, and the car stuck. I think because the sand is still wet after the rain, because it was a lot of rain. So even after 1 week, this sand is full of water, which is good for the plants, but not good for the cars to drive now here. A relative of Dawood came to help us, so this car Lexus Sport will try to pull out the Kia Mojave. For training?
No, they have like a plan to visit such places in Oman. Like a task.
Teenagers,
scouts. And they came here with me. They were both
here in this spot.
here with me. And they ride camels. They camp in the sand. It was good experiment for them.
So we learned how to survive in the desert.
You survive, like you survived in the winter.
Yes. Now we are going to see beautiful sand dunes. So we left the car down there, and now we just walk up. And there are different campsites at this place, like this one, and it's expensive actually. So I'm on the top of the dune in the place Al Yofa. Altitude here is 400 meters, and this is already the border with a town Bidia. So the place where I was planning to go at the beginning, 25 kilometers away from here, but it's like a commercial place because most of the tourists go there. This place is more quiet and more like natural. It's clean, peaceful, and actually the view and panorama don't change if you move from the spot to the spot. And since we are on 400 meters, here is a bit colder than down. This is way down, and it's much easier when way up. the last part of the dune, and it's the steepest, but it's easy when you go down. The car is over there, and the place where we stopped for the first time is over there. So also here it's a popular activity, sand surfing. But now time is 3 p.m. and it's still hot, maybe 30 degrees or even more. In the desert it feels more hot. So usually people come here after 5 p.m. and also it's popular to camp in the desert, especially in the winter time. Today is 23rd of February, 9 a.m. and I started my hike on the trail W6 balcony walk. I found couchsurfing host Ali, who hosted me at his guest house, which he rents out for tourists. It's around half an hour drive from Al Hamra up in the mountains. Ali also took me this morning to the beginning of trail, to the Jabal Shams resort. So now I'm walking 3 kilometers more to the beginning of actual trail. It's also possible to drive on this road, so if some car will pass by, I will try to hitchhike, because today is Friday and I guess it's many people will be here. Two men from Singapore took me to the beginning of trail. I even didn't hitchhike, they just stopped and offered me to go with them. So from the parking lot it's around 3.7 kilometers. So let's see how long it will take me. And I saw at the beginning of trail maybe 10 people in total, mostly Europeans. As I can see, balcony walk, it's a hike inside of Grand Canyon of Oman. And now I see a hike which I did 1 year ago in Jabal Shams, W4. So I was on the top of this mountain at the end of the trail, and this is Radar. It's the highest point of Oman. But to Radar you cannot hike, it's closed for the military purpose only. So the trail looks like this, nothing difficult, at least for me. And here it's cooler, so I really enjoy this hike. This is the first viewpoint after 1 kilometer from the beginning of trail. The second viewpoint on the trail, 50 minutes since I started, and I have 1 kilometer more till the end of the trail. "500 meters till the end of the trail, and these are ruins of abandoned village. For the last 200 meters it's a bit tricky to find the way. It's a kinda climbing stairs, rocks, so you should be careful and follow the signs. Balcony walk trail took me 1 hour and 20 minutes, or maybe 1.5 hours maximum, with all stops for photos and videos. So this is the pool at the end of the trail, but now it's not so much water here and it's dirty, so nobody actually swims here. The trail is easy. I saw even people with small kids on the trail. And also on the pictures on internet I saw some people go from up there with a rope down to this pool. Also at the end of the trail there are abandoned hanging gardens, abandoned villages and abandoned gardens. And this is a small pool, but there is almost no water there. So the small pool was at this spot. This is falcon. Last year I also saw a few falcons here. Way down took me 1 hour and 10 minutes, something like that. And actually you don't need car 4x4 to get to the beginning of trail. I saw locals have a regular Sedab. And the turf road goes to the Jabal Shams resort, 3 kilometers. In this place I stayed with my couchsurfing host Ali, who owns the Jabal Shams villa. It's a 30 minutes drive from Al Hamra in the direction of Jabal Shams. So he rents out this villa for guests. For first night I stayed inside of this villa when he didn't have guests, and for the second night I stayed in another room alone. So Ali was busy with his work, So I spent time with him just in the first evening. So that was my room.